In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get and use player shadows in a Rise crossover. So if you don't know, recently the game has just went ahead and dropped a brand new update, adding a bunch of cool things. But hey, we covered that in a separate video. In this video, I'm going to be going over how you can go ahead and become the monarch yourself, or you can literally become any of your shadows, literally like any one of them, no matter what the rank is. So in this video, I'm of course showing you guys how to get and use these shadows. You can literally be anything. Like, you could even be the one, the only Sundo, because that's exactly what everybody wants to be. Anyway, though, so if you're not sure how this works, you're going to have to click on shadows in the top left-hand corner. You're going to have to go on skins, and this is usually where you can go ahead and change the skin of your shadows. This will only change the skins for shadows. It won't go ahead and change it for yourself, but do not worry, I'm going to show you how, yes, you can become your shadows for a very, very cheap price. Don't worry, you don't need to buy any avatar items or anything like that. So this, normally the whole idea of it is to basically pick a shadow. So it can be a shadow you like, it can be a shadow you dislike, and then you can turn it into a different shadow. And if you do this, you'll then get the shadow skin on that. So if we do that, it costs me 10 tickets, ouch. But we could do that, and now if I click this Wasil, it's now actually an Ice Admiral. It's still the Wasil stats, but hey, it looks like an Ice Admiral, and that is really cool. You can also do some other things to troll people, or more troll yourself, and you can call Ice Admiral, and then that's definitely not spelled right, but you go ahead and make sure you are spelling it right, so we can quickly do that. So Ice Admiral, and I'm pretty sure I typed that in right. If I didn't, just imagine it's better, and I didn't press it. No, I did press save and it, there it is, but this is not what, of course, I am doing right now. What I'm doing right now, if you go back to shadows, you click on skins, and you click on players. This is where you can change your player shadow. So you can go ahead and basically pick any shadow you own. You will have to obtain these shadows, but the good thing about this is you can obtain these shadows in any rank. So yes, that means you can have all the way down to an E-rank version of said shadow. So it can be literally anyone. It can be whether that's if you do want the Monarch, if you want the Million, you can literally whatever you want as long as you have the E-rank version, which is really, really cool. So now I'm actually going to do a little bit of showcase of some of the shadows, and yes, I'm going to burn through some tickets here. So if you don't actually know, it does cost about 10 tickets every time. Also, it's really easy to actually zoom in on this menu. That's why you probably saw me struggle a little bit there. But we can go type some such as Vermilion, and then you can just click on your Vermilion, set the shadow to skin, and yes, this does cost 10 tickets. It's a little bit of a yoink, but hey, now you can actually go ahead and be the shadows. You want to see what Vermilion looks like? It's also really worth it, like showing some of these off, because like some of them, the whole idea of them can look really cool, but when you actually use it, it can look really lame. Vermilion though definitely is one of the cooler ones. We can then go ahead and switch some other things. We're going to like save it, but it doesn't save it. So you can also press reset, and that'll completely get rid of your shadow. And hey, boom, I'm back to being myself, which I suppose that was definitely a waste 10 tickets. But we go back to it, and we can literally pick anything we own away. That's saved that way. I mean, let me double check if that's saved or not. If we go back to shadows, back to skins, you can click on this, and you just have to pick basically a shadow. So we could be Chainsaw Man. Doesn't matter what you name it, it'll be what she is. So back to the Chainsaw Man now, which is really cool. Wait, this one actually looks like really almost goofy. Just how the arms move, like you literally become the boss, and you can do this for like any shadow in the game. So I'll show up a few more of them. I do some spare tickets, and most of you probably don't be wasting your tickets on this. If you're gonna do it, you only want to do it for one shadow. So I'm gonna try and skip out a lot of them, at least the main ones I feel like people are gonna be looking at. A showcase. We can show you Zyru, of course. It's one of definitely somebody we're looking to go turn into, and this, it looks actually really sick there. So you can fly in the baby dragon, but if you want to like make it seem a little bit more realistic and something's just gonna be like really, really cool looking, you can go ahead and let's put on let's put the Kamish there and see how it looks on Kamish, because yeah, that is very, very cool. And I feel like you can also make your setup. If you're not sure, you can now also go ahead and like add weapon skins, so you can pick any weapon. So we could do that right there, but then you now can like pick any weapon you own in game, so it can be literally any weapon. And you can also use that as a skin right now. There's definitely those videos based on, but it's definitely worth throwing this in as well. So you can just pick anything, and this is actually free to do. So yeah, that's really cool there. It's just like a default weapon as well. And I have the strength for whatever the weapon is you picked over it, so you can have your best weapon. Anyway, let's show a few more shadows off, so I do want to go some more. Of course, you saw Monarch at the start, so I'm not going to bother doing Monarch again. We can do, let's do Wasil there. I know it's confusing all the nicknames I've got on them. This one looks alright. Honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the worst ones to go ahead and have your shadow with. I mean, honestly, it's whatever you feel like you want to use. And to my knowledge, this will show to other people. So maybe put it like this on. Maybe that'll look a little bit cooler for this. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this one's kind of lame. Some of them definitely don't look as cool as others. It's for you to guys play around with it. But just to be aware, you also need 10 tickets every time. I don't feel like I made that clear enough. But, well, the fact you're literally spending 10 tickets. We do Time King, we show off as a shadow. If you want to see what Time King is, Time King looks like this, and this definitely does look cooler. Of course, I would definitely recommend changing your skin if you are going ahead and doing this, because, like, I just feel like it looks better. You know, it's kind of use the weapons that, like, match with it a little better. I feel like this may do a little better with it. And, yeah, that was way cooler with Time King there, because, I don't know, it makes a bit more sense to me. And yeah, it just gives you so much more customization in the game. I'm trying to think of some others to show off, and I understand I've probably about like 100 tickets right now. But yeah, definitely recommend using tickets and other things, as this purely is cosmetic. We can go ahead and show him a Falcon up there, and like I said, you can have any ranked version of this, and I've just wasted some, I wasted tickets there. You do need to make sure I'm pressing on player. But we'll show off the Falcon there, and this is what he looks like. Again, a pretty decent one. I feel like there's something to have like a sword of some sort. Maybe for like the runic blade. How's that skin looking now? Yeah, that looks a lot cooler, I feel like that. I don't know if that's like some sort of cowboy weapon in the game. I feel like I'd go and use that. But honestly, this is just a really nice thing that you can play around with in the game. Especially when you are changing, you are clicking on player, because you don't want to actually change your shadow skin on, and I feel like we're probably going to stick with Monarchs. I feel like Monarch did look kind of cool there. All we could is reset back to ourselves, and you can do it also for some of the other ones, such as Ant Queen. I feel like maybe one people may want to have a look at. And wow, Ant Queen's very, very bugged. So if you do want just a bugged kind of style to yourself, you can use the Ant Queen, which in my opinion looks very, very interesting to say the least. I don't even know what weapon to go with this. Maybe like just a one singular charge blade. So we'll put the skin of that there. And wow, no, this is definitely cursed. So you don't want to be doing the anchor in there. And that's what I've helped you guys out with. I thought that was going to look a lot cooler. And actually, I think there's some of these, actually most of these, it's my first time seeing this. This update was relatively recent. We definitely have to show off Sondero as well, just for the memes of it, like, because why not? Of course, we had the new One Punch Man, or Satan, whatever you want to call him. You could definitely show him off then. Honestly, this doesn't look that bad. I feel like some of the earlier shadows definitely had like different details on them compared to newer ones. Well, let's equip this, which actually is normally a skin anyway, but like this kind of works. This kind of looks cool there. And I'm trying to think of just some others to test out you guys may be looking into. If you want to see what looks like normal ant is, in case you like the vibe of an ant soldier, which hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you are kicking on skins. This I feel like sometimes it can be confusing to do that, and we just use this. And now the ant's gonna look bad. I'm not gonna lie. Zyru looks very, very cool, and he has definitely ones I'd like to be using. But I feel like a lot of other options to go for. I feel like though. Definitely Zyru. You can also, we'll show Monarch off one more time in case you didn't see it at the very start of this video. If you want to look at the Monarch hand, we did not do that right, did I at all? Okay, now let's go on skins, then you click on player, then you click on shadow, then you put the Monarch on, and that eventually worked in the end. And here's the Monarch, which definitely is one of the cooler looking ones. But all in all, this update was really cool. Added a bunch more cosmetics. I hope this video wasn't too awfully, and it did showcase some things. If you did enjoy this video, I literally have like the most variety of tutorials over on YouTube, so I probably have a tutorial for nearly everything in the game. I'm releasing some more guides at some point. I've been like so busy lately, so I've literally been like staying up late to actually make some videos, wake up early, you know, type of vibe. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, consider watching some other videos. See you next one. Bye.